What's up, gang? I am doing an Instagram Live about back pain. So I'm going to be doing a series of kind of public service announcements on pain and pain science and why I'm such a weirdo about all the stuff with your vision and all your other things that are brain revolving around. So basically, today's discussion is going to be a brief 5-minute talk about back pain. So back pain is probably one of the most common issues I deal with any person that comes in the door here. So I'd probably say 7 out of 10 people are coming through the door, they have some form of back-related pain. What are they dealing with? Oh, my lower back hurts, my mid back hurts, my upper back hurts. And I kind of just take a lot of history with all these people, and they all have very similar histories. A decline in movement, a decline in activity, and then some form of injury relation to what had happened, and then it becomes a chronic thing. So a lot of people are like, oh, I hurt my back deadlifting or I hurt my back squatting, and then I stopped doing all those movements. The pain went down slightly, but every time I return to those movements, it comes back as sharp as it was before. And I wanted to get the concept of pain living exclusively in the brain. So I know I talk about this a lot, but legitimately, the only place where the pain is coming from is your brain. And I don't mean to say that it's all in your head. I mean to say it's all in your brain, which is completely different because your brain and your body are technically one thing. And I don't want people to get off on a tangent saying, no, the pain is right here, you're wrong. I just want people to understand that there's a picture of your lower back in your brain, and it's going off of that. So when we assess people, and the way we do things around here is I look at movement, I take history, and I start to assess things that maybe normal movement practitioners do not. So yes, do I look at your eyes? Of course, because your eyes are plugged directly into your brain, and they assess things like prediction, movement, where am I going and why, and is this threatening to me or not? So when you see people get startled, or when you see people get like caught off guard, you see them do something like this, like, and those are reflexes. Those are actually built into your brain. So if you can't see where something's coming from, it might startle you, which in turn creates a reflexive action to what? Your back, or your neck, or all of these things. So a lot of the stuff you're dealing with might not even be your fault. It might actually just be how we process information day in and day out. So why I go on to say things like this is because I want people to have a deeper understanding about where I'm coming from. Pain is complex. It's as complex as the person standing in front of you. But there could be simple solutions at hand that we're not addressing. So the reason for the talk today is to go on and just let people know that pain doesn't live exclusively where it hurts. It lives in the brain, and it is influenced heavily by your eyes, your inner ear, your breathing, your diaphragm, your ankles. So everybody's right, but I want to combine everybody's ideas and start doing things in bigger capacities. So yes, if you have tight ankles, you might have back pain. If you breathe terribly, you might have back pain. If you have poor visual function or bad balance, you might have back pain. My job is to figure out which one of those systems is most responsible, and as the practitioner, go through and be of service to you. So I have no loyalty to any of these fields. My job is to just get the job done. So, but I want it to change very fast. So the fastest way for me to change things is to show people that the drills that we implement, if they're influencing you in a valuable way, you will have immediate pain relief or immediate flexibility change or immediate strength increases. And if they're not influencing you the way I want, I know I need to just drop it and go on to other things rather than try everything and then just say, what do you think? So behavior change is the most important thing I do here. And if people can understand that the behaviors that they have often are leading to the neurology of their pain, then we can actually start a real conversation about health. And it's not always about a different pair of shoes. It's not always about, oh, I need to move more. Sometimes it's a really complex thing that you got to dig out and you got to find it. And when you find it, though, you got to have X on the spot and you got to dig. And you got to really get to the root of what happened. Now, acute injuries, hey, I got kicked in the back and now it hurts. All right, well, sorry, you got kicked in the back. But we have to create sensation around that area. We have to remap a few movements, and we have to go into systems that are deeper than just stretching sometimes. So in my opinion, and what my goal today was, is I want to open the dialogue between everybody about the real questions behind pain. And I want to go deeper than just foam rolling. I want to go deeper than just stretching. I want to go deeper than just movement practices that alleviate some, but not all of the problem. And back pain is an emotional thing too. There are layers to this that any gym situation might not be able to tackle fully. And that's also what I'm here to discuss too, is what influences those feelings about pain. And some of those things are in your inner ear. Some of those things are in something called your insula, which is a part of your body that's heavily influenced by lots of different factors. It's one of the main reasons why weighted blankets work. It's one of the main reasons why even something like the breath belt can be valuable to some people, not just from a breathing standpoint, but actually just from a midline sensation. So these are topics that I'm going to be discussing in greater detail throughout the week, and I'm going to have a little theme this week. And the theme is going to be back pain evolved. And I want to get into better conversations with the audience and other practitioners, and I want to be challenged. But my goal is to give you hints and tips that are going to give you some better ideas about how to manage these things at home, how to manage them in the gym, and how to get real results in real time. And all I want you to also know is that I have the back pain relief protocol. That's just 10 simple steps that give you instant relief in a lot of ways using a multitude of the stuff that we're going to be going over. So you're going to get some free stuff, you're going to get some eye stuff, you're going to get some body stuff, you're going to get some breathing stuff, you're going to get a lot of robust information. And my goal is to kind of tag you along and then let you discover it for yourself, because if you don't feel it, it doesn't exist. And that's why I'm here. So if you're here in person, stop by, try to kick me in the back, good luck. And if you have questions, comment, DM me directly, and I'll try to address them in an orderly fashion. But stay tuned this week and make sure you save a couple of posts, because you're going to get a lot of good information, and I think you're going to like it no matter what your pain is, regardless of just your back. Happy Monday. I'll be back.